USA. Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious is out sick, but Lauren LaRose is here. What up, Lauren?
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here to serve. Happy to be here for another day to serve our beautiful listeners, man. What's happening?
Absolutely, positively. I feel amazing. What's up, Lauren? You went out last night, huh?
I did. I went and saw Dave Chappelle and Donnell Rollins at Radio City Music Hall.
What night don't you go out, Lauren?
First of all, I don't go out.
That's what I'm gonna do one day. I'm gonna say you didn't go out last night, Lauren.
First of all,
that'll be news.
Working here and getting up this early in the morning, you can't go out every single night. Okay, I might do.
You try.
I do.
You try,
and I be struggling the next day.
You're supposed to though. You're what, 32?
Yes, 33.
Yeah. 33. Yeah, we was mixy out in the street all the time when we was that age.
Very mixy.
That was my first time at Radio City Music Hall. First time seeing Dave Chappelle in person.
What you think?
Oh my God! Like
he kills it every time.
What?
So natural.
You got a new set?
Nothing.
Well, she didn't see the old set, yeah. Right?
I mean, I've seen all his like specials and stuff.
Gotcha.
It was nothing I've seen him do before. It was really, really good.
Did he jokes?
Am I supposed to tell y'all that?
You don't tell a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, too, I will say Donnell. I seen him at like smaller venues. It's my first time seeing him at like a kind of like a larger venue.
Yeah,
funny as hell.
Oh my God! It's like he take it up a notch because there's more people. He also had new Diddy jokes. You're in his jokes too.
Oh God!
He brings the photo and it was a whole thing.
Yeah, I should have went last night.
Oh my God! It was a lot of.
But I didn't know about it. Like Donnell,
he mentioned it.
I know, but it was last minute. I'm not listening. I'm 46 years old.
I think it was a pop-up situation.
Exactly.
He's probably working out stuff for SNL or something.
No, guess what? I'm old. I don't pop out no more. I don't have to pop out and show nobody. I'm grown.
He got to stretch before he goes.
Exactly. Speaking of, Top Dog was there. It was a lot of there was a lot of people there. Yes, like it was. It was lit.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like you can't tell me, the day of, especially a few hours, and not a few hours, but. You can't tell me day of. I got 4 kids.
I understand.
It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
I understand. I got kids. They expect me to help with this and this, that, and the other. I gotta make plans. My wife gotta get ready. I gotta stretch.
I gotta have a fresh shave.
Yeah.
I can't get caught out here with the hairline receding. You fool around, anything can happen. Rocco mugshot should be a warning to us all.
Take your hat off.
I'm good today.
You got to check it yesterday.
I sent to my barber tie. I got a shave a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Well, I last minute got it together because Dave Chappelle, I was just excited to see him.
Dope. All right. Well, today on the show is going to be a very legendary show for us. Wendy Williams will be joining us this morning.
Very special show. I want to tell y'all something, though. Wendy Williams is joining us this morning. She's calling in, and I don't want people to think that, she's calling in and she's in a good situation. Because she's not.
She's calling in because she has to. She can't. Yeah. She can't come up here.
A lot of people think she's calling in to do Wendy that you see on TV, and I think y'all gonna definitely get a different side of Wendy Williams.
Yes.
As I said last night on social media, conservationships and guardianships should exist to empower and protect and support individuals, not to confine them in invisible prisons. And Wendy is definitely in an invisible prison right now.
Yeah.
And she wants to tell y'all all about it. Wendy has always been very transparent, with her audience. And it takes a lot for somebody like Wendy Williams to even tell us about her predicament, but also that she needs assistance.
Right. And if you know Wendy, she's independent. She does what she wants to do, when she wants to do it, and how she wants to do it. So if she can't, that's a problem, especially when she is A-OK, and you'll hear from that a little bit later.
You'll hear all of the you'll hear the rumors you've been hearing about her being cognitively declined and incapacitated. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, not when I speak to her, but we'll see.
Correct.
You'll see this morning, 7 o'clock.
I'm excited for you guys to hear. All right, well, let's get in some front page.
Oh, and her niece, Alex Finney, will be joining her as well. Yes. Alex Finney is a news anchor in Miami on Local 10 News.
Yes, and Alex Finney has her ish together. She knows what's going on and to the T. So, we'll talk to both of them in a little bit. All right, but we got front page news. More going to be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, NV, Charlamagne, and Lauren. It's 6 a.m. No, it's just Thursday, but
Good morning.
Let's get into it, though. The 46th president of these United States, y'all, he's down to his last days in office. And in case you missed it, he addressed the nation last night in a televised farewell speech from the Oval Office. Now, Biden warned of an oligarchy that is taking shape in America and further spoke about disinformation and misinformation on social media. Let's hear those comments from President Biden.
Today, An oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation. The free press is crumbling. Editors are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's highly hypocritical for any elected official in America to talk about oligarchy when all of them have been puppets for these PACs and, corporate donations for years. That's something that you hear Bernie Sanders talking about and John Fetterman talking about, how you got to take all of this corporate money out of politics. They're just, Elon Musk is just the person that's out there. When Earn Your Leisure was up here, I was likening Elon Musk to Diddy, which sounds crazy now, but what I'm talking about is the fact that he likes to be all up in the videos, all on the records. He's always tweeting. He's the face of it right now, but this has been going on for years,
for a long time.
Years.
What time did Biden speak last night? I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was on.
I watched it for a minute,
like 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's late for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he also expressed concern around AI, saying it's the most consequential technology of our time. He said unless safeguards are in place, AI could spawn new threats to citizens and how we protect our nation. He said in the age of AI, it's more important than ever that we must govern as Americans and lead in terms of what's going on with AI. In his farewell speech came hours after a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas was announced that will see the release of American hostages. He spoke shortly after Qatar announced the deal. Let's hear Biden's comments on the ceasefire deal.
Because at long last, I can announce a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas. More than 15 months of conflict that began with Hezbollah's brutal massacre on October the 7th. More than 15 months of terror for the hostages, their families, the Israeli people. More than 15 months of suffering. Israel will negotiate the necessary arrangements to get phase 2, which is a permanent end of the war. Let me say it again, a permanent end of the war.
Well, we certainly hope that is the case. Now, Biden said the elements of the deal are the same as what he laid out last May. He added the agreement will provide humanitarian assistance to Gaza. Meanwhile, checking in with New York Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he spoke about the ceasefire deal on the Senate floor yesterday, and here's what he had to say.
A ceasefire will reduce violence in Gaza and harm to innocent civilians. It couldn't have happened without steadfast diplomacy and until the potency of Hamas was radically reduced.
Of course, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, happy for the ceasefire, but if he could have got that done a few months ago, definitely would have helped him in the election.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, speaking of the election, of course, President-elect Trump is taking credit for the ceasefire deal. He says his election day win it was key in the Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal struck. He wrote on Truth Social yesterday, this epic ceasefire agreement could have only happened as a result of our historic victory in November. Trump said his win signaled to the entire world that my administration would seek peace and negotiate deals to ensure the safety of all Americans and our allies. The president-elect said he and his incoming national security team, which includes Special Envoy for the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, will continue to work with Israel. So we will talk more about that at the 7 o'clock hour, we're breaking it down as to what happened on both sides, on the Hamas side and the Israel side, and we'll further speak about what else is going on out west with the California fires.
I will say you get more accomplished when you stop worrying about who gets the credit for it. You know what I mean? It's just good that there's a ceasefire period. I was watching, CNN last night, and that was the debate. The debate was, well, who should get the credit for the ceasefire?
Yeah.
Is it Biden? Is it Trump? The fact that people are even debating who gets the credit is a win for Trump to me. It is whack, but it's definitely a win for Trump, because I was just reading some articles from Israel yesterday, and they seem to be giving the credit to Trump. And, Trump did say if a deal isn't done before I get in office, all hell's going to break loose. And the deal got done.
That's right.
So to the eyes of the people, it's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All together now.
Is this a stimmy check situation?
Seems like it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, yeah. As far as the political optics, yeah.
All right. We'll see you next hour, Morgan. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. And also next hour, Wendy Williams will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray. Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live? Hello, who's this?
This is JV from Jersey City.
JV from Jersey City. What up? Get it off your chest, brother.
What's up, man? I want to talk about the IRS, man.
Okay.
Hey, be respectful.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be respectful.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so what happened was I was working for a company named Towing in Jersey City, right? And what happened, Towing stopped taking my taxes from me. They started pocketing my money every week for 5 years. So when I went to the IRS told me that I owe them $28,000.
Dang.
And I said, why? Why do I owe $28,000? They said, because you wasn't paying your taxes. So I said, how? They turned the screen around and they said, you ain't paid since 2020.
What you want us to say, sir? I don't know what you want us to tell you.
Yeah, if the
you company pay them people their money.
If the company was doing that, you should look at suing the company, because if they took the taxes still out your check and they kept it and didn't give it to the IRS, and you could prove that's not your problem. That's their problem.
Well, there's always two sides to a story,
true.
and when it comes to the IRS, I tend to believe their side.
But IRS just want their money. They don't care. We're gonna give it to them.
Guess what? I've been working for that company since 2012, and I see every last pay stub from 2012, and I did show that. And guess what happened?
What?
Nothing. They said, okay, we even. You don't owe us, and that's it. And so what I did was, I went to a lawyer. Now I got a lawyer on him to try to get my money back. And at the end of the day, you gotta wait.
So you don't owe the IRS anymore?
No, I don't owe no more, but they dirty, because if I was Wesley Snipes, you know what I'm saying? They'd have locked me up.
No, it's totally two different situations. To my knowledge, I don't think Wesley Snipes wanted to pay them and was going to pay them. Your situation is your business was paying the IRS and just stopped paying the IRS, and they were still taking that money out your check. It's totally two different things.
It definitely was. Well, guess what?
What?
I'm going to get mine, and I'm going to tell you guys something, too. If you come to Jersey City and you park in ShopRite or wherever you park at for like 2 seconds, they're going to take your car. And guess what? They're hiring people from off the street. They pick your car up, break your axles and all that. So don't leave the car outside. They hiring fresh rookies off the street.
All right, brother.
Have a good day, bro.
All right, hey, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, respect to you, man, because, I'm bored just like you. You know what I mean?
That's right.
How often do you cut your hair?
Are they bound?
I do like twice a week. I do at the top of the week and then at the end of the week.
Oh yeah, because once that hair start growing in, all those spots come in, it's over.
Man, because what I always be thinking about? I be like, damn, what if I get locked up for something silly, just anything like driving, even though my license and everything is good, but I just be thinking that, and then that mugshot come out and they see you without a haircut.
You look like Rocco.
Oh my God.
You OG Bobby Johnson for real.
Lord have mercy.
Get it off your chest.
It's connected. 800. That's right.
Right? Bro's over there. 800-585-1051. Hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up next. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, hey. My name's Kayla. Good morning, Jess. Hey, Auntie Tyler.
Good morning. Jess not here this morning. Lauren's here, though.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Lauren. Hey, girl.
Hey.
So I was calling. I want to get off my chest that I want my future ex-husband to stop tripping. Like, I just want to have a good week, an easy divorce, to be on my way.
What is wrong with you?
Ex-husband? Why you want him to be your ex-husband already? You ain't even met him yet.
Well, maybe they're going through the divorce now.
Yeah, we're going through the divorce now.
Oh, I thought you was like
manifesting an
ex-husband.
Oh, I thought you was being optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. But okay, why? Do you want to get a divorce?
At this point, yeah.
Why?
Because he crazy. He popped up at my job one time and was acting real crazy. But thankfully, my boss know he crazy. But yeah, like he just like every time, like okay, basically I went from a big back to a little back. And so now he just be tripping.
Yeah, he don't know how to handle it.
No, it sounds like you might be the one tripping. You okay? Because he loved you when you was a big back. He loved you when you was a big back. Now you got a little back. You acting brand new.
Nah, I ain't acting brand new. He act like he ain't never had a little back before.
He didn't. How much did you weigh?
I was like 300 pounds.
Damn.
Oh my God.
You're supposed to be with that man for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you can't leave that man.
Seems like you changed on him. How much you weigh?
She did change on him. She lost 2 people.
How much you weigh?
195.
Wow.
And you still want to lose some more, I'm sure.
Yeah, like 15 more pounds. That's it.
Depending on how she's like her height.
He probably I don't know, man.
I'm 5'3", so I'm like.
You 5'3", 195?
Yes.
Yeah.
You about a 72-inch flat screen. Let me see. How many? What you think?
Nah. I'm like a at least an Audi.
Girl, don't push that divorce until you get down to your weight where you want to be. Because I mean,
you said you like a what?
Oh no, I said I'm like an Audi Q3, like a BMW. Body made right.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you shaped like a little Audi.
Did you do the surgery for the flabby arms and flabby legs and all that?
No, I didn't get all that because I was working out the whole time and like drinking protein shakes. So all my skin was got tight. I'm only 30. So
you telling me that this person, your man, is just upset because you lost weight?
Well, I think it's that, and then too, I used to let him run over me a little bit whenever I was like a little bigger because I think I was more so insecure. And it's like now I have more confidence.
Ooh.
And he just got worse.
So he reminds you that you used to be fat. Remember who was with you when you was fat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. The other day he was like, oh, that's why you used to be fat. And I was like, that's why you a bald head. Like,
God damn. Why bald head getting shot at so much this morning?
For all the bald heads. Well, Mom, congratulations for losing all that weight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She got her a new man. That's what that is.
Not
she
yet.
outside
nah,
now.
I ain't got no new man. God is my new man. Nah.
God is my new man.
You
it's
outside,
crazy.
though. Don't lie. You be outside.
I mean, at the church events, though. But that's it.
I got one more thing. Does he say to you, has he said to you yet, can't wait till you get fat again? Don't worry. You're going to gain all that weight back. Has he said anything like that?
Nah, he ain't say nothing like that.
Okay, so the relationship is still repairable then. Because once he wishes that when he wishes that fat back on you, it's over.
Okay, thank you, Mama.
Ooh, fat bag.
No problem. I appreciate you. Have a good day.
All right.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Reminding you guys, next hour, Wendy Williams will be joining us. But we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What are we talking about, Lauren?
We do. Remember we told the people that Drake was going to file a lawsuit after withdrawing that petition? He did, and it is a defamation lawsuit, and we are going to get into all the details of it because he is claiming some things against Universal Music.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess, and let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Alrighty, y'all. So the Drake lawsuit filing happened in New York. Drake filed a lawsuit for defamation against Universal Music Group. It's a 20-page filing, so I can't get to everything, but I'm going to hit the important points here. So in this 20-page filing, it opens with a quote from Lucian Grange, who was the CEO of Universal Music Group. The quote is, "A single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity, and while it takes years to build reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes." And the reason why they start with that as the foundation of this lawsuit is because Drake, for all 20 pages, is listing out every single harmful thing that has happened to him since Not Like Us has dropped.
Harmful.
That's how he names it.
Oh my God.
Since Not Like Us has dropped, including actual physical violence that he could have incurred and financial harm. So they get into the first couple pages. Now, a couple things that we learned in this lawsuit within the first 5 pages that we didn't know. Remember when the shooting happened at Drake's home back in May?
Yes.
Yep.
May of 2024. People have been trying to figure out since then, was Drake home? Drake was in the house, according to this document. He says that not only did the bullet strike the security guard, remember the security guard got hit, had to go to the hospital, all that, but one came through his front door. Basically saying, we were all in this house, I could have been hit. And all of this happened a few days after the song release. He's blaming everything on the song.
That's very whack, by the way, and I'll tell you why. Because Drake wasn't just going back and forth with Kendrick. He was going back and forth with multiple artists. And didn't The Weeknd's manager get shot?
in
something happened with
California, right?
And everybody, then a few weeks later, the shooting happened at the security guard with Drake, and they had an issue. So why are you just pointing at Kendrick and saying not like us caused this?
I'll get to it. So he details the fact that not only was he home, but he had to endure what the security guard went through. He wasn't physically shot, but it was there was like a mental distress almost, or like a stress on him, because he was a part of the people that they were trying to stop the bleeding on the guard. The ambulance took 30 minutes to get there, so it was a very tragic situation that he had to endure. And he's saying that they point this to the song because of the art on Not Like Us. So they're saying that because
the cover art.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Because this cover art was there. Streamers used it. He mentions Kai Cenat and how Kai Cenat has like all these millions of views using that art. It exposed where he lived, and then there's been harm because of that.
Everybody know about that big ass house in Toronto.
Now listen, I will say this too. In the documents, Drake team claims that before they don't know if it was one or multiple shooters, but before shots let off, they heard a person yell. Can I say that word?
No.
Okay. They heard a person yell F Drake, and then the shots went off. So they're saying that this was targeted at him, and they believe it was because of the song, and they had the location because of that home.
It couldn't have nothing to do with other beef that he had going on with other people.
I'm just telling you what this document says.
Come on,
just side note, you can never say the F word on radio. But
I can't believe you have. I thought you were talking about the gay slur. I was like, whoa.
No, why would I say that?
I don't know.
I don't know why you would say the other
word. You could say
that. Let's bring it on back. Let's bring it on back.
All right. Crazy over here.
Oh my God. And then he talked about, so remember the next day after the shooting, there was an intruder at his house. He says that basically because of how big the song got, which he says is alleging is because of this whole campaign that Universal Music put out around it.
Oh God.
People were crazy enough to the point where someone came and dug a hole under his gate with their bare hands.
They've been doing stuff like that. Remember when they did it and Odell Beckham was in his house in California? They've been doing stuff like that to you, Drake.
All right. Now, when he gets into the viral campaign that he's saying that Universal Music Group launched, and he says that because of this, people, and not just rap fans, think that he's actually a certified pedophile. And they use the exact quote, certified pedophile. So they're using words from the actual song in this document a lot. Drake is also blaming Universal Music for Kendrick being at the Super Bowl. He's saying that not only did Kendrick, and they do say in this document that this
Stop laughing. Let's listen.
Because Kendrick isn't named on, like, Kendrick isn't being sued. Universal Music Group is, but the basis of it is the song. And he's saying that Universal Music Group, once the song was released, and you know what I mean, they got it moving, got it big through bots and third-party streamers and all this stuff that they pay a lot of money for. They then leveraged their very powerful relationships to make sure that this song was everywhere, in commercials, on TV, and that Kendrick secured the Super Bowl.
It was a very popular song, though.
I'm just telling you what the lawsuit says.
So
right?
you're telling me
biggest song of the year,
one of the biggest songs ever. So you're telling me nothing Kendrick Lamar has done in his career ever, not the 4 classic albums, the Pulitzer Prize, none of that had anything to do with him being ready to perform at the Super Bowl this year. By the way, this is the second time doing it. This first time headlining, second time doing the Super Bowl.
Well, it's not directly about Kendrick. This is about, according to Drake, this is about Universal Music Group and their intention. Well, I'm telling you what the lawsuit says.
Oh no, I'm with you, but he got to stop saying
it. It is instead completely about Universal Music Group and a company that Drake says decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize a song which they knew contained false claims, right? So then they get into how they allege that Universal Music Group manipulated the internet a little bit more. They said that Universal Music Group removed copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, so that makes it easier for content creators, streamers, anybody to be able to go on and use the song. Because
but didn't they do the same thing for him?
Because normally, we're going to get into what Universal Music Group said in response to that, because they kind of said similar things to what you're saying.
This is crazy.
They also mentioned the radio stuff. Remember, he said that there was like radio people that were being paid to push the song.
Now that I need to know about. Drake, now you need to snitch.
You stupid.
Tell. Because I think I know who it is, and I don't want them here anyway.
Now they also...
We don't need people like this in this business.
What's wrong with you? Continue.
You want to put a name on wax?
Yes, I do.
Continue on. Ignore him.
Okay.
Ignore him, please.
Now they also mention Euphoria, and they say that if Universal Music Group at all tried to deny that these claims were false, it was in the music that this stuff was false, because in Euphoria, Kendrick says, "Don't tell no lies about me, won't tell no truths about you." So they're saying he was giving y'all the playbook of this is not true, and y'all still leaned in and allowed for this to happen, knowing that this could hurt one of your big artists, both physically hurt him because people were upset and accusing him of things, but also financially harm him. Now, another thing that he talks about that I did not know, he says that there was like a mob-like response to this, right? So people on the internet were upset, people in person were upset. There were flyers popping up around Canada with him next to this other guy who's been accused of like random sexual assault things as well. And it was just bad for, locally where he was living, to the point where he says that after the shooting and different things, he had to take his son out of school, put him in a different school, and move his son and his son's mom out of Canada completely once the school year ended, because he feared for their safety.
Stupid. This is so stupid.
Now he also says that, remember there was a conversation that we found out that Drake said that he tried to go to Universal Music Group and have a conversation before he went public with any pre-action things, orders, lawsuits, whatever. So they talk about this in the lawsuit, and they say that he did. They said that he went to Lucien Grange, and they point out the fact that Lucien had also been accused or mentioned in conversation when all the Diddy stuff happened, and they moved swiftly to shut that down and do what they needed to. But when it came to Drake, and Drake being put in this pedophile light or whatever, he went to him and said, yo, why am I not getting any help on shutting this down? And they were like, if you move forward and do a lawsuit, you're gonna look stupid. According to the doc, he said that was their response to him. Like, listen,
these are battle rappers. This is hip hop. This is rap. This is what every artist before you that had that crown did. We could go through Tupac. He did the same thing. We could go through Pusha T. We could go through Jay-Z. We could go through Ice Cube. We could go through, of course, Kendrick. We could go through Nas. We could go through 50 Cent,
Jay-Z,
Cameron, so
Prodigy.
many Common, Prodigy,
50 Cent,
Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj,
nobody
Nori,
has ever
Eazy-E.
Nobody in the history of losing a rap battle has reacted with more whole-like antics than Aubrey Graham.
But it's a rap battle. Like, you win, you lose. You can't lose and then say I lost and it's not fair what you said. Do you go back and listen to some of these diss records and how disrespectful they were?
Yeah,
like,
and listen, don't get me
crazy.
wrong. Nobody wants to be called a pedophile or a sex offender. So in principle, I understand.
Or have to move your son out of school and all of that stuff as well. Watch somebody get shot.
That is absolutely something, to sue for in principle. And I told you months ago he would do that. But in the context of a rap battle where both of you were saying crazy things about each other, no.
But you see, but also he had the option of saying, you know what, I'm not going to do this. Like when he did like that, he could have just said, I'm not going to join in. But once you join in, and you start going in and he start going back, you can't say, well, he came with a knife and I don't want to fight no more.
Kendrick
a fight is a fight.
Kendrick warned you on Euphoria several times. Kendrick said this can go very, very far if you want it to.
As we wrap this, there's a little bit more to it, but I just want to say as we wrap this hour right here, the people are really upset, not even about the stuff that you guys are saying, but they're mad that like he named like Akai Sanat, right? And it's like, but you called him while he was on stream and told him stay on stream, but you mentioned him in this suit, and it's like you're
well, he did that because he's trying to show the numbers that are the people that are actually seeing what's going on. But the sad thing about it is, I'm a Drake fan, right? I'm a hip hop fan. I'm a Kendrick fan. And then when you see things like that, it really bothers me because rapping is a game. It's a sparring game. Y'all rap. You win some, you lose some. It's like if you're a boxing fan and then you lose the boxing match. You can't be mad and say, I'm going to sue you because you hit me so hard.
Boy, when Drake loses the support of the beige, you know it's over.
It's that because
I've been watching him lose support in the culture, but now he's losing the beige. If Steph Curry turns his back on him, it's a wrap.
No, it's like untanned too. This is wintertime envy, so it's really personal.
It's sugar cookie envy.
Because I think he's acting like he ain't nice. He still get bit. Like the boy is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like this stuff. Like, I'm gonna sue you because you said I'm this.
Yeah.
You know how many times I could sue Charlamagne and many things he said about me that weren't true?
You see,
that is not true.
You said I was gay.
Now, if I start telling the truth about you, it's gonna be a problem.
Leave envy alone. He's going through a lot this morning. All right.
Why? What
happened?
Drake, and you got to turn against your people.
I'm gonna sue you next time you call me gay.
And I never called you gay.
Yes, you did.
Other people called you gay.
You repeated it.
Exactly, because they told me you was gay, and I told you that they think you gay.
I think you have first-hand experience, that's another story. All right, y'all. That's Jess with the Mess for the first hour.
I've got eyewitness experience, Lauren.
You got something.
I got eyewitness experience.
See, he lied.
I've seen
no
some
witness.
things.
What you see?
You really want me to tell it? I'm gonna put it in a song.
Tell the people.
I'm not gonna just say it. You're more liable if you just say it. I'm gonna put it in a song.
What you done seen? And did you see it in the winter or the summer?
You might play not like us right now, right? Play not like us right now.
We gotta wrap up.
All right. Up next, we got front page news, and then Wendy Williams will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get in some front page news. What up, Morgan?
What up is that there is a ceasefire deal that has been struck. I mean, we've been asking for it to happen, and it has happened. Israel and Hamas are in agreement on a ceasefire in Gaza and a hostage deal. The news was announced by Qatar on Wednesday, and State Department spokesperson Mack Matthew Miller said this is a very positive thing, and he broke down what happened regarding the deal on both sides. Let's hear from Matthew Miller.
After the killing of Yahya Sinwar, something that the United States very much supported, that delayed negotiations for weeks, well over a month, because Hamas was not in any position to make decisions. On the Israeli side, over time, you've seen them meet their overall strategic objectives. And so once they had killed Yahya Sinwar, that really realized the last strategic objective they had.
So, of course, this comes as the two sides have been fighting for 15 months in the Gaza Strip after Hamas attacked Israel on October of 2023. The deal is set to go in effect on Sunday and includes Hamas releasing dozens of hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. Now, the delegation from the U.S., Egypt, and Qatar worked to secure the end of the fighting. President-elect Trump had repeatedly warned that, as we said earlier, all hell will break out if a deal wasn't reached before he took office, and that is expected to happen on Monday, January the 20th. Now, during a confirmation hearing for Secretary of State, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who is vying for the job, spoke about the deal, saying it is a positive thing. Let's hear from Marco Rubio.
Credit to both the Biden administration and the Trump transition work side by side on helping this become about, and I hope that comes about. Part of that deal, as I understand it, is it has this very tenuous but important 6-week transitional period where it's going to require international cooperation to bring some level of stability in administration.
And as previously mentioned, Rubio is making his case to lead the State Department. The confirmation hearing for Trump's cabinet pick got underway yesterday morning. Let's hear some of the sound from Marco Rubio's confirmation hearing yesterday as he vies for the job for Secretary of State.
So while America too often prioritized the global order above our core national interests, other nations continued to act the way nations have always acted and always will, in what they perceive to be their best interest. In our very own hemisphere, narco-terrorists and dictators and despots take advantage of open borders to drive mass migration, to traffic in women and children, and to flood our communities with deadly fentanyl and violent criminals.
Rubio said placing America's interests above all else isn't isolationism, but the common sense realization that a foreign policy centered on our national interests is not something some outdated relic.
I agree, and I love that Marco Rubio gave credit to both the Biden administration and incoming President Donald Trump. It's a positive thing, to see the ceasefire. And like I said last hour, you get more accomplished when you stop worrying about who gets the credit for it. So I hope our elected officials, Democrats and Republicans, remember that in the future, but they won't, because that credit is what gets you votes.
Well, the Republican Marco Rubio, I think it is important to note that he will become the first Latino to serve as Secretary of State if confirmed. Now, senators on both sides of the aisle, to your point, Charlamagne, signaled their support for Rubio, probably exactly for what you mentioned. And in California, Governor Gavin Newsom is pleading for President-elect Donald Trump to visit the devastation, the aftermath of what's going on in several neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Let's hear from Gavin Newsom's plea to President-elect Donald Trump. And he posted this, ironically, on TikTok.
I don't want him just to see the damage. I want him to meet with the community. And I also want him to understand the magnitude of what just has occurred and how heroic they were, how heroic police and sheriff officers were, and the folks that were on the ground, how heroic their actions were, and how they saved lives.
Of course, Newsom also says that, like I mentioned before, the video was posted on TikTok, and he wants Trump to visit the area. And he also, of course, praised the first responders. Now, Trump visited California in 2018 after the deadly Camp Fire, which completely leveled the town of Paradise in Northern California. And he told Newsom he needs to sweep the forest floor at that point. So we'll see what happens in this new administration. Meanwhile, in California, containment efforts are ongoing. The Eaton Fires is at a 45% containment with all 14,000 acres burned, while the Palisades Fire is at 19% containment with 23,000 acres burned. This remains 25 fatalities, I believe, and an estimated 17,000 structures lost. Now, Los Angeles County Fire Department officials say crews are using infrared technology to find isolated heat sources on the perimeter of the Palisades fire, and the red flag warning has expired as of last night. Now, potentially strong Santa Ana winds are expected to return next week, which could bring critical fire and weather conditions into California again. So, again, we'll keep you guys posted as to what's going on out west. But right now, that's your front page news.
Hey, real quick, remember when I said a few weeks ago that Gavin Newsom, when he was saying things like he wanted to Trump-proof California, and I was like,
now he inviting them out.
I said that would backfire, because what happens when you need the federal government for something?
And he needs it now.
You are going to need the president for something. So stop saying things and doing things that sound good and they go viral, but they aren't realistic.
That's
You're
right.
the governor of one of the biggest countries in the, one of the biggest states in the country, and the state with the biggest economy in the country.
One of the biggest,
when a tragedy happens, you're going to need the federal government. So, you say things like, I'm a Trump-proof guy. How you going to Trump-proof the state? You want to keep the president out?
It makes no sense.
It don't make no sense.
But all right. But thank you, Morgan.
All right. Thank you, guys. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Talk to y'all later.
All righty. Now, when we come back, Wendy Williams will be joining us. We're going to be kicking it with Wendy Williams. She's actually calling in because she can't leave where she's at right now. She calls it a upscale prison.
She is trapped in a conservatorship,
upscale jail is what she calls it.
Simple as that. She is trapped in a conservatorship. She's trapped in a guardianship, and she's calling in to tell us all about it.
That's right. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to Wendy Williams when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
First of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, but I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in New York City, right? And by the way, my apartment has been sold, thank God, a while ago. But I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s, and even when people are 60 like me, hey, I'm sexy and gorgeous. I am sexy. Look, please, July 18th, 1964, honey. But look, these people, I don't care if they're 50 and 60. They have, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm not saying something bad. I'm just saying that I am with these people. I am clearly not... Look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed. All right? I watch TV, I listen to radio, I look at the window, I talk on the phone. And by the way, Alex, talk about this phone, please. Alex, you've been right here where I am, so you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah. And, what she's saying is exactly what's happened. She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison, right? This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there. It's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. A building's across the street. That's her life.
Excuse me, and excuse me, through my money, I had this person buy the TV, the kind of TV I like, a large TV, you understand what I'm saying? Through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage, you understand what I'm saying? Everything's in storage, and by the way, that was to sell my apartment, but anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, Sabrina Morrissey is her name, and right now A&E Network, A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting condition in air quotes. You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down, and I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Listen, look, this system is broken. You know, that this system that I'm in, you know, this system, it has falsified a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They said you're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
No.
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
And just to be,
how dare, excuse me, who I naturally am is who I naturally am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
And my niece knows all about that crap. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
To be clear, you can't leave. Like, they won't allow you to leave or have visitors, family members or not. So you can't even leave and take a walk if you wanted to, or take a trip or visit family members. They give you a difficult time for that, and family members can't visit you?
Where I am, okay, you have to get keys to unlock the door to press the elevator to go downstairs, first of all. Second of all, these people here, everybody is like nursemaids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they give your pills, you know what I'm saying? And then they leave. And I'm
Which I told you not to take. I told you don't take them pills.
Excuse me, I've had 2 pills all of my life. Alex, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing. What is it going to be? Listen, I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of long time. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where, excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Excuse me, doctor, what pill do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Look, for the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. This has been 3 years I'm caught up in this system. Alex, go talk. Talk,
Yeah.
Alex, talk.
No, I mean, for 3 years, this is the reality. This has been our lives. So, but specifically her life. She can call us. We can't call her. That's been the reality since 2023.
Wow. Alex,
that room that she's sitting in, she's there every day, all hours of the day, every week, every month. She's not getting proper sunlight. I went to New York in October to visit her, and the level of security and the level of questions that there were in terms of who am I, why am I here, what's the purpose? I mean, it was absolutely just horrible.
You know, Alex, we sent Lauren LaRosa, who works here on the Breakfast Club. You know, I connected her with Wendy a couple of days ago. Lauren went up there yesterday. And tell them what happened, Lauren.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alex, was it like this for you? When I got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived, and she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her.
Wow.
They were aware of that, and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times, and she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden, things just like flipped. These like men came out, and they're like, well, who are you, and what are you here for? I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said
So
to me,
you
did
never
you
made it
believe that?
upstairs?
No, I didn't did I not make it upstairs? They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like, it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in, and she spoke to the concierge herself and said, I want to see this person. She is here for me. And then these people are like, she's not even here. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I dealt with your colleagues that had me sign in for her. She's in your system, so you're going to tell me she's not here? Or did you speak to Sabrina as well? Because they said that was protocol. You have to call Sabrina first. We don't know Sabrina, and we don't know Wendy. She's not here. They said that to me multiple times.
Wow.
You know,
and it's scary. It's very scary.
Did you feel like she was in a safe space?
No, I feel like if you dealing with me like that, and she's on the phone with you telling you like, this is, you know what I mean, I want to see her, this is my people, God forbid something happens to her and her family needs to get to her. And I asked Wendy that as I was walking out. I'm like, yo, man, like, I've dealt with my mom, and my grandmother went through medical stuff and a bunch of stuff, right? I can't imagine not being able to get to them.
See my mother.
Right, and I said, is this how it is when your family comes? And Wendy's like, yes.
All right, we got more with Wendy Williams when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here with us this morning. We're still kicking it with Wendy Williams and her niece, Alex. Charlamagne?
you know, denying you visitation is illegal, Wendy. Alex, how do you feel about that as her niece?
Well, here's the thing. When I went to visit her, Aunt Wen, and you know this, I was able to get up there. It was not a problem. But here's the thing, is that Sabrina, wasn't communicative, and that's her guardian, wasn't communicative with me. It was almost as if she was waiting for the other shoe to drop so she could have a get you moment when it comes with me, the family, and how we move about things. I mean, for someone that was, is so up in arms in terms of she can't be seen, there was no security for her. There was no, layout in terms of a plan, how this is supposed to work. I mean, thank God, you know what I mean? I knew what to do, and the trip was fine. But this trip, unfortunately, came off the heels of in July with my aunt's birthday, where I was supposed to go up there and spend her birthday with her, and all of a sudden, there was a lockdown on that. And not only was there a lockdown on that in terms of me visiting, but with you, Aunt Wendy, with being able to do what you want to do for your birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for the last 3 years, I've spent my birthday by myself. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine just because I would rather spend birth by myself than open the door and spend my birthday with these people on this floor. Look, this is what is called emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I would call it guardianship abuse as well. And, you talked about it a little bit. When you saw the documentary, what did you think when you saw the documentary? Because that's what got everybody, at least the general public, concerned. What did you think of that?
Do you know what? What I thought about that was that's something that, well, first of all, I don't want to watch that again until I get to Miami, until I get, my life. Look, I don't care about watching that. You know what I care about? I care about, look, I don't want to talk about that just behind the scenes. I get it.
But I do want to ask Alex, you as well. So
Wendy I do want to say Wendy can't say a lot legally.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So don't think that, when you hear her, don't think she's jumping around. She don't know what she's talking about. She can't say a lot legally.
And I was going to ask, who's putting out like the rumors? Like, because a couple of months ago we heard, well, Wendy's having this problem and she's incapacitated. Like,
they said she's cognitively impaired because of alcohol. She's incapacitated. She's suffering from dementia.
Obviously, it's not true. So do we know who's sending out those rumors to the press and to the blogs and all that? Do we know? Do we have any ideas?
I mean, allegedly, from what we're able to see, all of this comes from The Guardian.
Yep.
In terms of, hey, she's incapacitated, all that. That's allegedly all the Guardian. I'm only just saying allegedly, just, obviously to protect all sides. But
of course.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not true. And the sad thing about it gives her the ability to keep doing this because we all feel like, oh, if that's the case, then yeah. But listening to Wendy speak and seeing Wendy a couple of weeks ago at her son's graduation, you understand that that's not the truth.
Listen. As much as I want my phone, she can't let me have my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I can call you, but you can't call me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't even know what kind of phone this is that I have. All I'm saying is that when I call you, you listen. If you don't call me back, you can't call me back. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't sit on the phone, and look at things, you know what I'm saying, and scroll through things. I can't do that. I do not have a laptop. You understand? I don't have an iPad. My life is my goddamn life. You understand?
Yes. How does this happen though, Wendy? How does this happen, Alex? How does she end up in a guardianship where these people have so much control of her life? Because it's not like she does not have family. She has you, Alex. Mm-hmm. She has her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. Like, she has family. So how does this happen?
Go ahead, Owen.
No, I was going to say, you know what? My life, and Charlamagne, you know about my life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To get divorced was as far as I'm concerned, was a 100% fabulous thing. You know what I'm saying? When I got divorced, look, I had this lawyer. I don't even want to say her beautiful name because it was so great. I've gotten a divorce like nobody else has gotten a divorce, and I don't want to talk about it. But Alex, you know about that, and Charlamagne. Did I ever tell you about my divorce?
You did, and I don't want to know nothing. I don't know anything. Okay? Right. That man has tried to ruin me several times already. No.
Look, it's bigger than that. But look. When I got divorced, right, I moved to New York, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to in New Jersey, I was solo, just me and my cats, you know what I'm saying? I got these 2 twin cats who, by the way, my cats have been sold to, and I had no idea until I talked to that person yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And she told me that look, I no longer have my cats. Anyway, look, listen, I'm in New York. I'm solo. I'm still doing my show on TV, right? And I'm still doing my show, but I'm still saying, okay, because to me, you know, being on TV was, you know, for me, you know, I'm not going to lie. That was about money. Radio is my root. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To be on radio to me is like God sent to me. And I was doing such great stuff back in the day. You know what I mean?
Duh, that's an understatement. What are you talking about?
We literally here. Me and Jess sitting here right now. Jess Hilarious is here. Me and Jess are sitting here right now. Wendy just like,
and
we're
I'm trying
like,
to figure out how you doing, Wendy? This is Jess Hilarious. How you doing, Alex? What do you want people who are listening to do? Like, do you want us to tweet? Do you want how can we?
A lot of us are here because of you.
How can we help?
Yeah.
All right. Too many people are talking at one time. One person talk. Because my phone is like two.
Yes, ma'am. This is Jess Hilarious. How you doing, Miss Wendy? I wanted to know what you want people who are listening to do. What do you want us to do? Should we tweet? Should we get online? Like, what do you want us to do? Also, Alex, what do you want?
Well, we've talked about this, and that is there's the hashtag Free Wendy. There's also a change.org petition as well. And also just making as much noise as possible, you know, potentially, you know, GoFundMe, whatever we have to do to make sure that my aunt is in a place where she is living her life in dignity. For the woman that she is now, that's what we're going to do.
Wait, I have $15. I have $15.
There you have
what does that do?
Right. And you
know, my money is in prison.
That's right.
And you know, and I just want to underscore what you were saying, Charlamagne, as well, and that is, this is still a legal situation. So yes, there are things that my aunt just can't talk about. Yeah. There are things that we as a family can't talk about.
That's right.
You know, but I think that the thing that we can talk about is the fact that my aunt sounds great. Yes. I've seen her in a very limited capacity, but I've seen her. We're talking to her. This does not match an incapacitated person.
Not at all.
And she, that's why we say she's in like a luxury prison.
Yes.
Because she is being held and she is being punished. You know what I mean? For whatever reason that other people are coming up with as to why it is she has to be kept in this position. We're not asking, you know, for a whole lot. And I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not asking for a whole lot. All I'm saying is just treat the woman with dignity.
Absolutely.
And give her the freedoms that she deserves.
All right, we got more with Wendy Williams when we come back. 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts on this guardianship? What are your thoughts on how they're treating Wendy? Call us up. Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Wendy Williams and her niece, Alex Finney. Charlamagne?
Let's say what Wendy wants. Wendy wants to be, you know, released out of this conservatorship, but she wants to be in Miami with her family, with you, Alex, and with, you know, the rest of the family, her son. She wants to be in Miami. She's made this known. She's, you know, told everybody she needs to tell. I don't know why it's not happening.
No. Let me just say, and then you can go back, Charlamagne. Mm-hmm. Let me just say about Miami, okay? You know, it started out with my parents, you know, to Miami. We're all from New Jersey, but near New York. So you listen to Radio New York, you see Radio New York. You know what I'm saying? Asbury Park, New Jersey, okay? That's where I was born, all right? But then, you know, I moved up to Ocean Township, and then my parents were the first ones in the family that said, no, we're tired of the cold and the winter and the ice. So they moved, and this was years ago, you know what I'm saying? I was 27 when they moved to Miami. Anyway, the entire family now lives in Miami. And look, my son is doing such a great job. As a matter of fact, I saw him. Look, he graduated, and I was in Miami, and that was about a month ago.
Yep.
Alex, talk about the great time that we had, and seeing my dad. We all went out and had like a party at one point.
Yeah. Your dad's gonna be 94 next month, right?
Listen, 94, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad, to get him. I want to get him. Look. That person that you talk about who's holding me hostage.
Sabrina Morrissey, your guardian. We got to say her name. We got to put her name out there. Sabrina Morrissey, her guardian.
I don't know that she's going to let me, because she already said to see my dad for his birthday. You know, he's going to be 94. So, and all I can, look. Please continue to talk, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on, can I say something out too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I know, you lost your grandmother, Alex. Wendy, you lost your mother. You were in the conservatorship when that happened.
Yes.
Wow.
Well.
Wow.
Here's the thing. She was not in the conservatorship when that happened.
Oh.
But that period of time was right before. And to know that she may not be able to come down here for my grandfather's 94th birthday, every day is not promised.
Right.
One thing that I know that my aunt wanted, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, she wants to be here for his birthday.
Wow.
And the fact that they're playing games about my grandfather being able to see his daughter and my aunt being able to see her father, I'm sorry. That is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted thinking about, what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I have things from my dad that's in storage. And they're little things that I say, you know, I'm not going to give it to him, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose what I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like up.
Yeah.
It is.
Alex, do you think that there'll be some type of retaliation from the Guardian because of maybe this phone call or because of wow.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talked about all scenarios. I said, you know, if you do this, you're ready for what's on the other side. And as she said, I have to do this. There's nothing else I could do at this point. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, you all, what you're hearing now, this is a few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and the last 2-3 years.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
Like, she can get moved, and we may not even know where she is.
Wow.
That was the reality of where she was during the documentary. We weren't permitted to go see her. So this whole documentary aired. Nobody's able to call her. Nobody's able to see her. You know, the reason why I was doing the stuff with The View and Good Morning America was because she was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
In the meantime, you know,
what are we going to do about that?
Listen, here's the weird thing, right? And while you're on The View, right, I got the telephone number. I could call Joy Behar, but my number is with The Guardian. I could call my friend Rosanna Scotto. I could call Fat Joe. I could call Alex. My number is not in storage, but my Guardian person has my phone.
Right.
God damn.
Alex, let me ask you a question.
Excuse me, has had it for 3 years, by the way.
She's had your phone for 3 years, and she got control of all your bank accounts and everything? Wow. Okay. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Now, Alex,
but that's what the news reports say. The news reports say she has control of your bank accounts and everything.
Besides the Instagram and the social media, who can we write?
Do we have an email for Sabrina that we can email and just have
boss,
people say, "Yo, what's going on? What's up?" But by the way,
can I tell you?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I tell you something? Other than when I was able to purchase like a whole bunch of I got like nail polish and lipstick and things like that. Otherwise, because I'm here in New York, The Guardian had somebody get me like nail polish and, you know, like the normal things that I like. Like, I need a new hairbrush, please. You know, go out and get it for me and bring it back. Oh, no, this is not the one that I want, but I guess this is the one that I'm forced to use. You know, and you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about eyelashes? What about eyelashes?
Look. I'm the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe person.
When
you know
I
what I'm
walked in
saying?
yesterday, she said, she was stories up. She saw me out the window. She said, "Is that a Chanel bag?" I said, "Wendy, how you see that?"
Wendy been getting Chanel bags for years.
Ain't nothing incapacitated about that. She spotted that bag from floors up, okay?
Excuse me, I have a Chanel with me, but I also have an Hermes with me right here.
Talk that talk.
Okay.
Who doesn't love labels, darling?
Cut it out. You got $15. Cut it out. Listen, Wendy's attorney, Linda Reliski, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She made a contribution. This is what I heard. She made a contribution to the judge after she was assigned to your case.
Really?
Isn't that a conflict of interest, Alex?
I would say so. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
There you have
it. Oh my God.
And I'd be happy for somebody to prove me wrong and tell me why.
Wow.
Give me the facts as to why that's not.
All right, we got more with Wendy Williams when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren Roques is here with us this morning. We're still kicking it with Wendy Williams and her niece, Alex Finney. Lauren.
Alex, I have one more question for you, and Wendy, you can chime in too. How does this affect her health? Because I know we followed her journey with like grave disease and stuff like that, but like being emotionally distressed like this, that can't be good for her just health wise, and that's supposed to be the point of the conservatorship. So what's that like?
Yeah, imagine you're sitting in a space every single day. You're not getting sunlight. You're not able to leave your place. You can't see people. You can't just have free conversation. You do this day in and day out for months and for years at a time. Emotionally and mentally, that breaks you down in ways that I can't even imagine. I mean, we know that. There have been stories written about that.
Can I tell you something? And this is a fact. I asked the other day, I said, listen, my thyroid, I want to go to the person that I've been going to for years. I've got her name, you know what I'm saying? And that is who I want to go to. Again, you know what I'm saying? Because thyroid I've had for 24 years. I found out about thyroid, around the time, at the time that I was trying to get pregnant, and my son is 24. So that's how I can, tell, my thyroid. Anyway, and she told me that I wouldn't be going there because my pill for thyroid is perfect. The pill that I have for thyroid is perfect. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Look, this is my life, people. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my goddamn life.
Wow.
The bottom line is my aunt hasn't had, we talked about this yesterday, she hasn't had, from what I understand, a medical evaluation to see if her rights can be restored. And it seems as though that instead of this guardian, Sabrina, working with her, it seems as though she's made it difficult every which way for my aunt to be able to live any sort of healthy, independent life. Wow. And, it's almost as if she doesn't want my aunt to show that she's healthy and independent. Because as we know about these guardianships, and as my aunt has said, the system's broken. Because the longer she's under this guardianship, the longer they have the keys to her life, for her personal, her financial, her emotional, everything. And so that's the reality of the guardianship system. It's overloaded. There's a reason why they're looking at the New York guardianship system right now. There's a reason why lawmakers are calling on state leaders to reform this system. It's because it's broken. And it's a shame that we're in this place. I know I'm getting really emotionally charged right now, but this is how sickening it is and how tired I am of having to talk about this and have these conversations with my aunt, because it's not just her, and thank God that we have platforms like this that we can go on and we can talk about this. But there is a lack of scrutiny across the board. We know there's a lack of funding. There are too few guardians for the amount of people under this system, and as a result, a lot of things go unchecked. There's a lot of neglect, as well as, obviously we know as well, financial exploitation of some of the most vulnerable people. That's the reality. Those are facts. It's written in print. And my aunt is one of those people, one of the over 28,000 people under guardianship in New York. She's one of those people that's under this situation. So yes, this is about her. Yes, we want her back. Yes, we want her freed. Yes, we want her to live with dignity and be able to move on with her life. But her story is a fight that many other people are going through as well, and they don't have the resources. So imagine where they stand at this point. And that's why I'm so passionate about this.
You
enough is enough.
Alex, you brought up something that they brought up in the A&E lawsuit. It said the documentarians have not spoken positively about Williams' guardianship. There's a bill in the New York legislature right now that's designed to curb guardian abuse and prevent guardians from restricting access to family members. That's what the executive producer, Mark Ford, told Vulture in February 2024. I'm not sure where that bill stands, but this is a perfect illustration of a family that wants to be in touch, wants to be involved, but for whatever reason, can't. So that's really the purpose of this phone call, just to let everybody know that Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. That's right. And she's not cognitively impaired. She's not incapacitated. She's just being taken advantage of.
No, and also remember, I feel like I'm in prison. I am definitely isolated. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to talk to these people who, like I said, who live here, that is not my cup of tea. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're good people, but I keep the door closed. I watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I listen to radio. And I watch the window. And I sit here as my life goes by. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know what, Lauren, I want to say something because I did hear yesterday about you going, and it was like the whole mess which you just explained.
Yes,
that happened, and the alarm bells started ringing. That's when my aunt was told, I'm paraphrasing here, but your cats chit-chatting my way, and anybody that's a Wendy fan knows how much my aunt loves chit-chatting my way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave those cats away. You don't have them anymore.
Oh my God.
And your dad's birthday, well, that's up in the air. You're gonna have to talk with Linda.
Me and Wendy talked about those cats the whole way there. Yes. Oh my God.
It's like she's getting punished for just trying to be a normal person
to live
about society and to live. Exactly.
So Alex, they took her cats?
Yes. So that's what she told me yesterday, right, Aunt Wen?
Yes, I had no idea that I had no idea that they actually took my cats. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my cats with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually, that's my friend Lauren. I was saying, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? Come, about the cats. Anyway, so my cats are gone, everybody. And I did not know that until I talked to my guardian person. And she told me that the cats are, I said, you mean they are gone, chit-chatting my way, my twin cats, they're gone.
So getting rid of the cats won't let you possibly see your father next month for his 94th birthday.
She can't leave.
No, don't say I won't. Don't say I won't see
I said
her.
possibly.
I
said possibly. What I'm getting at is all of this feels like some sort of retaliation because of what they've been seeing the last couple of weeks. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah. That's what this is.
DJ Envy, by the way. Hi, DJ Envy.
Hey, Wendy.
Wendy, I told Envy that you thought he was gay because you saw him on TV with Tammy Roman busting his boyfriend.
Look. Leave me alone, DJ Envy. I remember that you came to me when I was doing radio, and you weren't even into radio at that point. Yeah.
That's right.
But you know what? You and Charlamagne, good things that you people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, thanks to people like me.
No, if it wasn't for you, Wendy, we wouldn't be doing the things that we're doing now. So we appreciate all that you have done and all the trials and tribulations. Like we are on your show. Like if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having big shoulders, Wendy.
Absolutely.
Big shoulders and a big lap.
Excuse me.
Just you know what? And thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyway, continue to talk, Alex.
Hold on, I want to say this, Alex. I think we said enough. I just want this is a fuse. Yeah. This is a fuse that I wanted to light. So I know it'll explode, and then we'll know what to do next after this.
Correct.
And I want everybody that's in that system that Wendy is currently in. I want them to know that we know what's going on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So she's not alone out here. You can't just isolate Wendy Williams and make her disappear. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. The last thing I want to see, Charlamagne, just what you were saying is anybody that knows my aunt has always been a unique personality. That is who she is. How she's talking now and how it's, she goes from one topic to the next is able to spin right back to the other topic.
That's right.
Oh,
that's her.
Yeah, we know.
So for people that don't know her, maybe you're looking and you're like, huh? If you know her, which she's known very widely, that's who she is. Don't try to twist who she is as if, there's something wrong with her. No. You just don't know her the way we do.
And not even that, Alex. All the stuff that she's been saying for years is coming to fruition now.
Let's talk about that to prove that she's not cognitively
all that
impaired.
Stuff she's been talking for years.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Right.
Hey, when I watch TMZ and I see the stuff that goes on, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I see me on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird seeing me on TV when I'm caught in this position. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was watching Cookout, and there I am in the first opening scene. I was like, oh my God. Season 1, episode 13, there I am on Martin. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day, and you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
She's still got it.
Diddy done. Doo-da day.
How you doing? See, she still got it.
Wendy.
Oh my God.
The queen has spoken. There you have it.
That's right. This is just the first step of many. Alex, love you. Wendy, love you.
Yes.
Yeah, Alex, keep
Thank
fighting
you.
the good
Thank
fight.
you
I know
so
it's
much.
tough. Jess up here emotional
What?
right now.
I was over here crying.
Jess
Like,
Hilarious is
I-
crying.
oh
Yes.
my God.
And please, to all her guardianship and everybody else, y'all cannot hide Wendy. Do not hear this phone call and see this all in the news and think you're going to take away her phone and you're going to isolate her. No. We know the address where she at.
That's right.
Okay?
And we're going to
stay on
That's
top
right.
of it. That's
and
right.
And we hope that we hope to see her next month in Miami with her father celebrating his 94th birthday and her family.
Do what's
and,
right.
and we hope that she gets to live in Miami as well.
That's right.
And start a podcast.
That's right. Yes.
On the Black
On the Black Effect. iHeartRadio podcast.
Shut up, man.
Never work out.
Wendy had a last turn, huh?
Wendy, Alex, thank you so much. We love you.
I love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Wendy. Love you. Hey, Wendy.
Yes?
Come on, you know what you got. You can't just end with we love you. You know what you got to end with.
How you doing? Shout it out.
Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess.
Yeah, I was just about to do Donkey today, and I was like, nah, the phone line's going too crazy, man.
Didn't feel right.
I don't understand conservatorships. I don't understand guardianships, but I mean, to see so many people, not just Wendy Williams, have family members that are trapped in these conservatorships and guardianships is crazy to me.
I do understand when it's done right, when it's done the proper way and it's done the real way, right? Because they want to protect somebody. But in this case, when you listen to Wendy and you see how well she is with her family and how loving her family is, and you say something is right, when she can't leave to get a hairbrush, when she can't leave to go see her dad for her birthday, when she has to ask permission to go see her son for graduation.
It's like prison, like conservatorships and guardianships, and I said this on social media last night, but they should exist to empower, protect, and support individuals, not to confine them in these prisons, invisible prisons or luxury prisons, as Wendy kept saying. And I'm glad she called, because it's just a reminder that these systems must be transparent and compassionate, and they should be designed to preserve your dignity, like Alex was saying, not just control you.
And imagine how many people don't have, because they're trying to, like Wendy said, she hasn't had her phone in 3 years with all of her contacts to be able to pick up the phone and just call people and get this out, right? Imagine someone who is not Wendy Williams going through the same thing. And I think there was a Free Britney situation with Britney Spears as well. And it got loud and people were like, oh my God, it needs to trickle down to everyday people. But then you see it happen again to a person like Wendy. When I went there, I kept thinking to myself, do they not understand? This is Wendy Williams. How is this? Like, she is people. She can't come down and talk to people. Like, it's really sad to see, but hopefully her situation gets straight, because it's tough to listen to and watch.
All she wants is to be in Miami with her family. And that's what she wants to be. She doesn't want to be trapped in this conservative shit, man.
And we want to take your calls. If you listen to the interview, you heard the interview, 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? The one thing I will say is, last night when we posted that Wendy was going to be calling, and I'm looking at some of the calls, I'm speaking to some of the callers, you don't realize how many people are going through this.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of people that are going through there with their parents. And they're saying, I can't see my mom. They won't let me talk to my mom. I can't visit my mom. I can't take my mom on a walk in the park. Like, there's a lot of people going through this, and it ain't right.
Even if you're involved with your parent, sometimes if you don't have a person on the inside advocating for you, it's so hard to beat down like the medical system. Like, it's not designed to help people, even though it's supposed to help people. You got to know people. You got to be able to maneuver. Like, again, this is Wendy Williams going through this, and she's in this situation.
And we do have a call to action, because you heard Wendy say she only got $15, but that's because her money is all tied up, because the woman, Sabrina Morrissey, allegedly has and I'm saying just allegedly for legal purposes.
Correct.
Has control of all her, bank accounts and everything.
Now, one thing I was going to say, my only fear is I know Wendy said every time she does something, she feels like they take something away, right?
Absolutely.
And my fear is that because she's speaking out, that they don't try to transfer her, or don't take that one phone that she has, or don't allow her to speak. So that's why we have to be very loud. As a culture, as a community, we have to be very loud to make sure they don't do that to Wendy.
And one thing they did do, but this is our son's story to tell. Salute to Lil Kev. There was some retaliation recently because after his graduation, there was the whole video of Wendy at her graduation.
Right.
And, we
seen it. Yeah.
She was looking and sounding just like she looked and sounded on that call just now. And there was some people that didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
All right.
The guardianship didn't seem to like that. So the call to action is simple, man. There's a GoFundMe account. It's in the bio on Breakfast Club's Instagram page, and it's in the bio on my Instagram page at CTHAGOD, CTHAGOD, and it'll be
it's pinned.
It's
pinned on the YouTube video.
Yeah, the YouTube video's up now. I'm old. What'd you say?
It's premiering now.
The YouTube video's premiering now, so it's pinned in the YouTube video as well.
All right,
so go there. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $3. She needs money for an attorney.
Yes,
in Florida, actually. Yes.
All right, so we're going to take your calls. If you heard the interview, you have thoughts, or you're dealing with something similar.
Absolutely.
800-585-1051. The only thing I ask you is just please take us off Bluetooth, take us off speaker, because it sounds a little cloudy when you guys call us on that. And we're going to take your calls live when we come back. All right, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. Now, if you're just joining us, Wendy Williams, she called last hour and she was giving us an update of what's going on with her. Now, her and Charlamagne have been talking about the guardianship and how it's been going.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it. Wendy first called me during the holidays, like right after Christmas while I was on vacation. And, we just been chopping it up. We've been chopping it up very frequently over the last couple of weeks, like, damn near every day. And if you know Wendy Williams, man, she's a very prideful person. And, for her to be, number one, letting us know what's going on with her, but also, asking for assistance, that's just a big deal. And, I mean, I think this is bigger than even just, Wendy Williams. Conservatives and guardianships, they should solely exist to empower, protect, and support individuals, not to confine them to prisons.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like that's literally what I want everybody to get from this phone call this morning, to get from this conversation that we're having on the radio. Conservatorship and guardianship should exist to empower, protect, and support individuals, not to confine them in invisible prisons. There's so many people that have been put in this system and they've just disappeared, and the only people that know what's going on is their family, and their family, may not have the way to get the word out.
Yeah.
The way a Wendy Williams does. I mean, hell, Wendy didn't realize she had the way to get the word out because she got her phone taken away from her. She didn't have no way to contact people. Yeah. She had to call somebody to get my number to reach out to me.
Right. Well,
and that was just because she remembered this person's number.
Right.
Wow. Because think about that. We all got phones. How many? This ain't like back in the day, Lauren. You 33. You don't know.
I remember a lot of different numbers.
I know numbers from heart from growing up.
I only know my mom and my grandma.
The only numbers I know is my mother's number, Gia's mother's house, of course, Gia's cell phone, and my aunt's house.
I know my mother's number. I know my grandmother's number, who's not even alive no more. I know my in-laws' number from calling the house so much when I was a kid.
Yep.
And I know my homeboy DJ Frosty's number by heart.
That's it.
Other than that,
me neither.
I don't know people's number by heart without looking in the phone. So imagine you don't have a phone and you can't get to that name. She just happened to remember this person's number for whatever reason, and this person reached out to me to give her my number, and that's how we've been communicating.
Well, if you missed it earlier, let's play a clip of Wendy checking in, and of course the full interview is on our YouTube page.
What? I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Alex, do you think that there'll be some type of retaliation from the Guardian because of this call? Maybe this phone call, or because of Wow.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talked about all scenarios. I said, if you do this, you're ready for what's on the other side. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah. And, you all, what you're hearing now, this is a few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and the last 2-3 years.
Now let's go to the phone lines. We got a lot of people that want to talk. Hello, who's this?
Man, I just want to say, man, for the interview, it was heartbreaking, man. One of the saddest interviews I heard. I was trying to ask about the call to action, but you guys just mentioned it in your last segment. But we never got the chance to hear, like, how does this happen, man? Like, how does she get put in this situation?
I'm aware of how she got put in this situation, but I don't.
It's not your story to tell.
Yeah, that's not my story to tell. She didn't want to tell it, this morning. But hopefully, she'll be having more conversations about this.
Yeah, man. I think just what Wendy's been for the culture, man. I just hope everybody can come together, man, and we can get out of that situation.
Absolutely.
Well, go put a little something in her GoFundMe, man. It's in
man.
It's in my Instagram at @CTHAGOD, CTHAGOD. It's at Breakfast Club AM Instagram, and when you watch the YouTube video later, it'll be in the YouTube link.
They pinned it at the top. Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Nikki. Good morning.
Hey, Nikki, just make sure you have us off Bluetooth or speaker.
Can you hear me now?
Way better. All right. Now, it says that you went through something like this with your mom.
Correct. My mother has since passed. She passed during COVID. The guardian tried to take my mother's body from the funeral home and to put her into another funeral home, which was, they have like their little group. They have nursing homes, they have funeral homes, they have that they particularly take these, the guardianships deals with. And they take everyone's money, especially the person that's the guardian. They look at the money first to see where they can get most of their money.
Wow.
And it starts with the judge because they give the judge the money also.
Wow.
I'm trying to take this to Congress because it has to be stopped. It bothers so many people. That's why I love Charlamagne, because it takes a mental issue on the person that's taking care of their guardianship.
Now, also it said that Mayor Adams helped you, right? Is that true?
Correct. That's when he was the Brooklyn Borough president. Because I wrote to everyone.
Okay.
And I even wrote to the Governor Cuomo at the time.
Gotcha.
And they also helped me. But it has to go to Congress.
Okay.
Because they tried everything to take my mother away from me. And they only do this to people that has only one child.
Wow. And Wendy only got one child.
Children,
that's right.
Correct. Wow. Correct. Because if they have multiple children, it's more children to fight.
Got you. Well, thank you, Nikki.
So if you're the only child, yes, please. And please, guys, I love you guys to death. It has to be heard, and it has to go somewhere. Because so many people that don't have the financial things to get through this, they're going to lose.
Okay. Well, thank you. And if Mayor Adams was able to help her before he was mayor, Mayor Adams, I know you listen to the Breakfast Club. If there's somebody that can help or you can point us in the right direction, please reach out to somebody up here. Please. Hello, who's this?
I would have heard it. I can believe it that we got Wendy Williams.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hey, Dominique. If you have us on Bluetooth or speaker, take us off.
Yes, I took you off. Hello, guys.
Good morning.
Peace.
What's your thoughts, Mama?
Okay, so to be really honest, I really feel like this call should have never occurred. I'm a Wendy Williams fan, so I understand to advocate for her, but we don't know enough information as far as how the conservatorship works. We don't. She's not saying that the guardianship has mistreated her, so it's almost like we're demonizing that. In most cases, in these type of situations, you have to have a medical evaluation before the judge appoints a conservatorship. And then they typically will offer a family member that's 18 or older. Why aren't these people advocating? Alex sounds like she's in on it on her own with Wendy.
That's not true. Hey, I love you to death, but you really don't have all the information because her son has been out here advocating for her for a very, 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 very long time.
Okay. So even in that sense, okay. So I heard that. I'm listening to Wendy on the line, and she don't sound like she's able to make decisions on her own solely by herself. There's a lot of other options. Like, I don't feel like, it's as what they're presenting it to be, is what I'm saying.
I have a question for you.
It's funny. It's always funny to me when I hear people like this because she thinks she knows better than the person that's actually in the situation.
Her
the person
family members.
No, forget the family members.
This is my opinion. I
know.
I don't think I know better than anything.
Yeah, but the person that's actually in the situation, Wendy Williams, who's been calling my phone 5 times a day, every day for the last 3 weeks, talking to her son, talking to her niece. This isn't new. Like, she's just literally been locked away in a conservatorship and been wanting to get this story out.
Right.
Like, so she knows the situation she's in, man.
But not only that, Wendy said, I just want to be able to go outside and take a walk. I want some fresh air. I want some sun. I want to see my father.
Yes.
And I don't care what anybody says. You should be able to leave and see your father before he passes. He's 95 years old.
Yeah, and
what are we talking
Wendy
about?
will get to the point where she'll figure out what her guardrails need to be, whether it's help with whatever on a day-to-day and who that should be. But to have her pinned away from people like how she is with no interaction and it's just very limited and she's miserable.
And she can't tell the whole story, right? She can't tell everything for legal reasons.
Right. Well, let's take some more calls. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. Now, if you're just joining us, we spoke to Wendy Williams earlier today. If you are just checking in, we'll just play a clip of what she was saying about her situation right now, and the full interview is on YouTube. If you want to check that out, take a listen.
This is my life, people. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my goddamn life.
Wow.
The bottom line is my aunt hasn't had, I mean, we talked about this yesterday, she hasn't had, from what I understand, a medical evaluation to see if her rights can be restored. And it seems as though that instead of this guardian, Sabrina, working with her, it seems as though she's made it difficult every which way for my aunt to be able to live any sort of healthy, independent life. Wow. And, it's almost as if she doesn't want my aunt to show that she's healthy and independent. Because as we know about these guardianships, and as my aunt has said, the system's broken. Because the longer she's under this guardianship, the longer they have the keys to her life, for her personal, her financial, her emotional, everything.
So we're taking your calls, 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
This your boy, Hove the God, South Carolina. What's up, Breakfast Club?
What's up, brother?
What part of SC you calling from, brother?
Upstate.
864? 864?
Yes, sir.
So we're just asking, what's your thoughts, and if you have us on Bluetooth or speaker, we're saying please take it off.
I'm thinking more or less, isn't there something like what's going on with Britney Spears?
It was what was happening with Britney. The only difference is, though, Britney's family was on the side of the conservator. Here, Wendy's family is on Wendy's side, and the conservator's on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I was just saying it's kind of like a pattern. But what I wanted to say, though, this is the very reason people get their heads blown off. You can't play with people's families.
Jesus Christ.
I love us for real. Like, what?
Jesus Christ. All right,
he's not wrong. Listen, he's not wrong. Right? We're not condoning violence or advocating violence, but I get what he's feeling. It's a feeling. I get what you're saying.
Right. Exactly. That's all. And I'm sure everybody feel the same way about their family.
You right.
Yes, sir. But, hey, it was great talking to y'all. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Greenville. Shout out to everybody. It's your boy, Hope to God, and I'm out.
See, one thing about South Carolinians, we just very direct and to the point.
Yeah.
What do you think about the situation? This is the reason people get their head blown off.
Jesus.
Have a nice day, man. Nice talking to y'all.
Peace to the God. All right. Hello, who's this?
This is Carol from Manchester, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Carol. Good morning. What's your thoughts, Carol?
I just feel like this interview got me emotional with Wendy. We grew up with her, and she is in her right state of mind. Like, my thing is, have you guys seen a movie on Netflix? It's called I Care a Lot.
I heard about that.
I haven't seen
my
it.
mom, when I told her about it, we watched that movie together, and my mom was like, it's just like that movie we watched.
Yes. It's a very emotional, and I feel like Wendy needs to be free. Like, I never heard of something like this in my life. Like, what did she do? And to be honest, before I forget, Charlamagne, don't be surprised if they block you from talking to her after this interview.
Yeah, I know. Wendy already told me that if I don't hear from her for 2 days straight, I think she said, 2 days straight, and then something happened.
Yeah.
She told me that already.
Yup. And it's sad because Wendy is in her right state of mind. Like, we all as fans that we grew up with her, we heard this interview, and I got emotional. I was crying in my car. And it's sad what's going on with her. Like, they need to let her go. And that lawyer, whatever her name is, they need to investigate her, because when Wendy said that she asks for a brush, where do you get the brush from? The dollar store? Somebody needs to, see all the receipts on how Wendy's fund is going. Is she getting rich by this? You know, like, what is going on? Like, this is abuse, and don't be surprised if Diddy is behind all this.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Thank you, Mom. All right.
Black people,
Goodbye.
Black people, Puerto Rican,
You know what I mean?
Black and brown people. We just gotta relax. All right, listen, Wendy Williams, the woman, the Guardian's name is Sabrina Morrissey, and she is being sued by A&E and Lifetime right now. If you heard me, when we were discussing with Wendy, I quoted what one of the executive producers said, and the executive producer even said, "This is Guardian abuse." So, I mean, this is what they're saying. I'm just saying what they're saying and what they're countersuing her for. So,
Now, again, what is the call to action? What can people do? There's a lot of people listening, and I'm sure they want to do something. Do they write? Do they send emails? Do they donate? What is the call to action, Charlamagne?
Well, Wendy wants to be in Florida. She wants to be in Miami with her family. Her money is tied up with the Guardian. She doesn't have access to her money, and she wants money for an attorney. So, there's a GoFundMe link that her niece set up, and it is in Breakfast Club AM's bio on Instagram, and it's on my bio on Instagram, C2God, CTHAGOD. And if you watch the video on YouTube, the call that she called in, I think the full call is like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that.
About 40 minutes.
If you go listen to the call on YouTube, the link to the GoFundMe is also in the YouTube bio as well. I don't even know how to say how do you say GoFundMe's on there? How do I read it?
Just say GoFundMe, and just you would search.
But I don't want to say just say Wendy Williams. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I don't want people. Yeah, the one that people are donating to says support Wendy Williams, fight for independence, and it's a picture of Wendy and Alex. But it's the link is in my bio.
Did she say something about who created it or who?
It says Friends of the Williams family is organizing this fundraiser.
Yeah, so go there, and but to be safe, just go to the pin. It's on the YouTube page. Just click the pin, and that way you know where you're going.
That's right.
All right, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What are we talking about, Lauren?
We do. We're going to get into some of the fire stuff in LA. Little Kim had some reactions online yesterday. She was wishing well, but it went really bad. She's speaking about the fires.
All right, we'll talk about that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So, we've been covering the fires in LA. A lot of people giving back money. Beyonce did $2.5 million. I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio just donated $1 million via his organization. Celebrities have been speaking out. So, Little Kim this week got online. She was on Twitter, on X, and she posted #Pray for LA, and then she reposted this. It's like a story that she had posted. She put it to X. She said, been sending strong prayers up for LA and everyone affected by the fires. This is heartbreaking. I pray to Jesus that God make it monsoon in LA. Now, here's the thing. A monsoon wouldn't I think she just wants
heavy rain.
She wants heavy rain. She wants a lot of water.
Yeah,
heavy
but
rain.
to use the word monsoon, people were like, wait, what?
People knew what she meant, man. People got to stop with that. They knew what she meant. They knew she meant, and she wanted a rainstorm to help with the fire. They got to stop.
Somebody said, I get what she's trying to say, but this is wild.
Leave
Another person
alone.
said,
a monsoon is just heavy rain, though. What am I missing here?
Because, a monsoon is heavy rain, but it also can come with wind. And wind is the issue with the fires. But also, too, even if you bring heavy rain and wind to LA, y'all never heard of the mudslides? It's like that's a double whammy. It's like, you don't want that.
Yeah, I know what she meant. Stop, man. I hate when people do that. You know what she meant.
So after this happened, right, monsoon started trending on Google Entertainment Trends, because I think all of us was asking what you asked, like, wait, ain't it just rain? It's like looking it up. It's like, no, it includes wind. There's a dry monsoon. There's a wet monsoon. So we was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know what the technical thing for monsoon is. It's just like, sometimes when it's raining hard outside, I've heard that people like, it's a monsoon outside.
Yeah.
So she mean heavy rain? I don't know, man.
It's not funny because the fires are serious, but it just reminds me of like if my mom gets on Facebook, I mean the stuff that she posts is like, Mom, like, what are you doing? Stop!
They know what Kim meant. They know what Little Kim meant. Come on now.
All right.
People just find
that. It's just interesting to me that people take things literal that they shouldn't take literal. But the actual literal things they don't take literal at all.
What don't people take literal?
A million things.
Like what?
I can't think of it right now, but it's a million things.
I'm a part of the y'all on this one because I saw that. I was like, what is happening right now?
You knew what she meant, though.
I didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah, I know she wouldn't wish bad after the fire. So I wanted to, I know what she meant. All right, so in other news, Conor McGregor, right now there is a lawsuit that was filed recently against Conor McGregor, accusing him of sexual assault. So you guys remember back in 2023, Conor McGregor, there was a criminal action filed. There was a police report, all that stuff. There was a woman who said that after Game 4 of the Heat, after the Heat's Game 4 in the NBA Finals, that Conor McGregor allegedly took her in a bathroom and sexually assaulted her.
Right.
So this same woman now has filed a civil suit against him. It was filed this week. She's also suing the staff and security of the Kaseya Center. Am I saying that right? That's the arena where the Miami Heat play. And she's basically saying that everybody was negligent, because if you guys remember her original story, she was saying that the way that security was set up, the way that his security helped set up their exit to the bathroom, there was a video of them walking to the bathroom, that she basically had nowhere to turn and nobody to turn to, because security that was supposed to protect her did not, and his security that was there, she alleged that they helped set up the whole situation. So so he's declined. The U.S. Attorney's Office has declined to go forward with charges on the criminal side, so she came back with a civil suit. Yeah, and I don't know, Conor McGregor, I feel like the negativity just kind of like sticks to him. Yeah.
But just know you could sue anybody for anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Just because you're suing anybody doesn't make him guilty, but I'm sure we'll get more details later on in the court.
What suit did he lose?
He didn't lose.
No, he didn't lose it. So she went to the police originally, and then
criminally they dropped the criminal
and they
case.
decided not to go forward with charges. So then she went back and filed a civil suit.
Gotcha.
So yeah. All right, and then in other court news, y'all remember we reported on Caitlyn Jenner? I'm sorry. Jess thought it was Caitlyn
Clark.
Caitlyn Clark.
Okay.
And there was a guy that was stalking her that actually flew to Indianapolis and was sending her the tweets, and she was so scared she had to change her identity in person. So that guy actually went to court, and this is wild. Take a listen to this man in court.
Morning, Mr. Lewis.
Guilty.
No.
Guilty.
Sir, this is initial hearing. You have a right to remain silent, and I expect you to exercise that. Okay, this is just telling you what the charges are. You do not listen. I'll give you a chance to talk. Not your time.
Throw me the bookie.
Stop
Throw me
talking.
the bookie.
You have a right to know what your charges are. You are charged with stalking as a level 5 felony.
If God made a species funnier than humans, then I have to see it to believe it. I watched that video a lot for no reason whatsoever.
Guilty.
Humans are funny, but I mean, he was taking accountability though.
But how do you not? Because remember they went to the hotel the first time and gave him like a warning. He had to be kind of getting a little crazy in the warning, because how you walk into the judge like, throw me the book.
Throw me the book.
I'm
He's
here
guilty.
I'm here to check in.
He might have a boo. He might have a boo in there.
Why are we wasting taxpayer dollars? Is what he's saying. I'm guilty. Let's speed this up. I want to go back to sleep.
They're gonna say he was very erratic. One of the TV stations in Indianapolis said he was very erratic during his first court appearance. He was very calm.
He looked like he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he wanted to say.
All I saw was accountability. Okay, that's all I saw and heard. I watched that video like 8 times.
Why so many times, man?
It was just funny the way he walked in and he leaned back. He said, "Guilty."
Well, I'm glad that he is where he's at, so my girl Caitlyn can
sound like he ain't got no money for lawyers. He's like, I'm done with this. Just put me in.
And then I kept trying to hear what he said, because in my mind, you know what I thought he said?
What?
Throw me the bunkie.
Throw me the bunkie.
That's what I thought he said. Throw me the. What did he play it again?
Throw the bunkie back is crazy.
Play it again.
Morning, Mr. Lewis.
Guilty.
No. Sir, this is initial hearing. You have a right to remain silent, and I expect you to exercise that. Okay, this is just telling you what the charges are. You do not listen. I'll give you a chance to talk. Not your time.
Throw me the bookie.
Stop.
Throw me the bunkie.
Guilty
is charged. Lock me up and throw me the bunkie.
All you heard was throw it back. All you heard was throw it back.
3 meals,
and a
bed, and some bunkie. Throw me the bunkie, okay? I am ready for a vacation.
Don't threaten him with a good time. He's ready. He is ready.
That's what I got from
Throw me the bunkie. All right, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
Y'all always find a way to take it gay.
Me? He didn't sound gay to you.
Sounded erratic. He said he's been off of his medicine.
All right, let's get to the mix. The People's Choice Mix is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of.
Right.
Wendy, tell us what's going on.
First of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, you know, but I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in New York City, right? And Alex, you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison. This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, she has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window.
And, excuse me, through my money, you know, I had this person buy the TV.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, you know, Sabrina Morrissey is her name. A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting condition in air quotes. You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down, and I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Look, this system is broken. This system that I'm in, you know, this system, it has falsified, a lot.
Breakfast Club's YouTube page is up, and it's a link on the YouTube to her GoFundMe because she is raising money to, I think, get an attorney in Florida.
Correct.
Yes, they get an attorney in Florida. So, you know, man, it's a heartbreaking conversation simply because this is happening to so many people. I think that this story is even bigger than just Wendy Williams because, I mean, if it can happen to somebody like Wendy Williams, then, you know, it can happen to anybody. And I was having a conversation with someone, and, you know, somebody that is in the system of the guardianship, conservatorship world, and they told me straight up, like, when it comes to somebody like a Wendy, that system doesn't respect her. Meaning that not only is she black, not only is she a black woman, it's like her job, right? It's like it's like when they look at her, they're like, oh, Wendy Williams, oh, she was just the gossip woman on the radio, the gossip woman on television. So they don't necessarily respect her. That's what somebody in the system, you know, told me. But we respect her. Right. And so, you know, like I've been saying for the past couple of days, conservationships and guardianships should exist to empower, protect, and support individuals, not to confine them in invisible prisons. So, you know, hopefully this leads to not just, you know, Wendy getting what she's looking for, which is to be down in Miami with her family, but for anybody that's locked away in a conservatorship, you know, or a guardianship that feels like a prison and their family is trying to get a hold of them. You know, hopefully this leads to some much needed change in that system.
One of my homegirls hit me too. She said she heard you mention Mayor Adams, and if he can get any help or whatever, she said she reached out to somebody on his team, so it's being passed over to him, and whoever else can help out, just reach out.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here, and again, shout out and salute to Wendy Williams and her niece, Alex Finney.
Alex does news in Miami. She's on Local 10 News in Miami,
yes.
Man. It's
salute
dope.
To Alex.
Salute to Alex, too, because Alex is dope. I remember, you know, I know Wendy for 20 years, so Alex was a kid when I knew her, but literally when she was a kid, she used to always say she wanted to do news. She wanted to be a news anchor. So to see her actually doing that is really dope. So salute to Alex.
Absolutely. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here. It's time to get up out of here. Now, you got to salute some people, right? Because you went out last night.
Oh, yeah, I did. I went to go see Donnell Rollins and Dave Chappelle at Radio City Music Hall.
Yes.
Thanks, Donnell, for the tickets. It was a great show. Like a great show. Probably one of the best comedy shows I've ever been to.
Donnell gets busy on that stage, don't he?
Yes, he do. Why you be playing with him when he come here? Now I understand why he walks in here and don't speak to us when he walks in.
But one thing I always give Donnell credit for is being one of the funniest people on stage and off stage. Donnell is just a naturally funny person. We just like messing with each other. You know what I mean? Everybody always be trying to act like I be messing with Donnell, but they don't see what Donnell be doing to me.
That's why he added you in his on stage set too. Right, he needed to. Called you right on out.
Donnell will be here tomorrow. I got something for his ass. Literally. I got something for Donnell's ass tomorrow. He will be here on Breakfast Club tomorrow because Dave Chappelle's doing SNL all weekend, so he'll be here with Dave. I got something for Donnell, damn it.
All right. Well, you got a positive note?
You got more?
Yeah, I got one more. It has nothing to do with the comedy show. But I want to tell people, because I know it's cold here in New York. I don't know where everybody else is at, but Memorial Day weekend, I'm doing a Memorial Day getaway. It's for like 6 days, 5 nights. If you go to memorialdaygetaway.com.
Ain't nobody trying to go to Delaware for the Memorial weekend?
We're going to DR, baby. I was about to get to that. We're going to Dominican Republic. Okay. That's what it's called?
No, it's not.
No, I'm not going to that. That's what you said. No, I ain't going there.
That's not.
But I heard DR get a little crazy like that. This is going to be my first time in DR. I ain't doing none of that crazy stuff, though. But we will have a good time. I'm going to be hosting a bunch of the parties and the events out there. It's memorialdaygetaway.com, so you can get on there, start making your payments. It's a HBCU and Black Alumni Weekend that I'll be there hosting. So get on out there. You know, Delaware State alumni. I want to see y'all there and everybody else.
Dope. All right. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man, and it's simple. We believe that transparency is needed to create trust. And it's also needed to create a dialogue, because I feel transparency increases credibility and accountability. So be transparent, y'all. It's good for you. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?